हमारे लिए पैसिव इनकम का मतलब है कि आपने कुछ नहीं करना, वो पैसा आ रहा है हर महीने, आप आराम से पैसा खाओ और लाइफ एंजॉय करो.
बिल्कुल.
इज दिस व्हाट पैसिव इनकम मींस, और आई थिंक देयर समथिंग मोर देन व्हिच वी आर मिसिंग ऑन?
देखिए, पैसिव इनकम ऑन अ थियोरेटिकल बेसिस तो यही मीन करता है कि आपको अब अपना घर का खर्चा चलाने के लिए काम नहीं करना है. यू शुड ऑलवेज एम फॉर अ 20% सेविंग्स रेट.
ओके.
ट्राई दैट आपका 20% का सेविंग रेट तो हो ही हो.
टैक्स निकलने के बाद.
हाँ, मतलब नेट ऑफ इनकम.
तो यहाँ पे टैक्स नहीं देते.
यहाँ टैक्स नहीं है तो यहाँ बेटर कर सकते हो. एंड दैट्स व्हाई पीपल कम टू दुबई, बिकॉज दे वांट टू बिल्ड बेटर कैपिटल, राइट?
What's your take on crypto and Bitcoin, this investment?
See, I think it's an asset class which has got its recognition. To give you a perspective, Bitcoin today is the 6th largest asset in the world. Number 1 is gold, number 2 is Nvidia. In that list, Bitcoin stands at number 6. And see, that apartment which we asked her to sell, that apartment was worth 2 crore rupees. And a rental from that property was 12,000 rupees. So now, with our planning, she will be able to make round about 1.2 lakh rupees per month starting.
Today we have someone with us who has helped hundreds and thousands of people to start that journey. Joining us is Mr. Sanjay Kathuria, who is passive income coach and who has helped many of us to start their journey of passive income. Welcome, Mr. Sanjay Kathuria, on our podcast today.
Thank you, Jasmeet ji. Thank you so much for calling me here.
So we will start with very simple and basic questions. That what was your first passive income? How did you start your passive income?
देखिए, पैसिव इनकम इज मेड बाय एक्टिव इनकम. द रॉ मटेरियल फॉर पैसिव इनकम इज एक्टिव इनकम. सो आई स्टार्टेड इन्वेस्टिंग ऑलमोस्ट 18-19 years back, and that time we had just started with a very small amount per month basis, and by the time I turned 39, which is after an investment of almost 13 to 14 years, so at that time I had enough corpus to say कि चलो अब मैं पैसिव इनकम बना सकता हूँ. Now I can take passive out of it.
So आपकी जो first passive income थी या stream थी, that paid exactly how you wanted it to pay, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, passive income streams are basically to comfort you. That now you don't need to work for anyone else. It gives you the freedom of choice. It gives you the freedom of buying your time. So it is not that the money has to come. Sometimes you may not even need it. But it gives you that comfort कि back of the mind आपको पता है कि you have some money lying with you, which can give you a good amount of money if required.
In our jargon, I'm saying a common man, people like me, हमारे लिए पैसिव इनकम का मतलब है कि आपने कुछ नहीं करना, वो पैसा आ रहा है हर महीने, आप आराम से पैसा खाओ और लाइफ एंजॉय करो.
बिल्कुल.
Is this what passive income means, or I think there's something more than which we are missing on?
देखिए, पैसिव इनकम ऑन अ थियोरेटिकल बेसिस तो यही मीन करता है कि आपको अब अपना घर का खर्चा चलाने के लिए काम नहीं करना है. बट लोग समझते हैं कि मुझे काम ही नहीं करना. द स्टेटमेंट इज कि घर का खर्चा चलाने के लिए काम नहीं करना. यू डोंट हैव टू वर्क टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर हाउस होल्ड एक्सपेंसेस. बट द मोमेंट यू हैव पैसिव इनकम, यू हैव परचेज्ड द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव थिंग विच इज योर टाइम. क्योंकि हम जिंदगी भर अपना टाइम बेचते रहते हैं ताकि हम पैसा कमा सकें. बट अगर एक पॉइंट पे आके आप अपना पैसे से टाइम खरीद सको तो उससे अच्छी कोई परचेज पॉसिबल ही नहीं है इस दुनिया में. राइट? क्योंकि पैसा तो आप कितना भी क्रिएट कर सकते हो, टाइम आप नहीं क्रिएट कर सकते.
ये पैसिव इनकम की स्ट्रीम्स कौन कौन सी होती हैं जो मतलब मोटी मोटी हमें पता है? वो या डिविडेंड होगा, रेंटल होगा, या आपकी कोई रॉयल्टी है, या मे बी सम 1 or 2 more income stream you can think of. Is this all, or there's something more than this also on the passive income streams?
देखिए, पैसिव इनकम बहुत सारे फॉर्म्स में होती है. तो पहले तो पैसिव इनकम 2 मेजर कैटेगरी से आती है
जी.
पहली कैटेगरी होती है स्किल बेस्ड पैसिव इनकम. सो फॉर एग्जांपल, आई मेक अ वीडियो ऑन यूट्यूब. इट्स ऑन यूट्यूब. वंस आई हैव मेड इट, इट विल कीप ऑन अर्निंग मनी फॉर मी.
राइट.
ठीक है, तो ये हो गया स्किल की वजह से पैसिव इनकम आ गया.
एब्सोल्युटली, यस.
नाउ स्किल का जो पैसिव इनकम है वो जल्दी स्केल हो सकता है, बिकॉज स्किल कैन बी स्केल्ड वेरी फास्ट.
राइट.
उसके बाद होता है कि आपने फाइनेंस बेस्ड पैसिव इनकम है. सो फाइनेंस बेस्ड पैसिव इनकम है, फॉर एग्जांपल सिंपलेस्ट इज एफडी. एफडी का इंटरेस्ट आ गया. सेकेंड इज आपने कोई रेंटल एसेट ले लिया, कोई रियल एस्टेट ले लिया और उस पर आपसे आपको रेंटल आ रहा है. तीसरा, आपने कोई शेयर्स ले लिए या रीट ले लिया, रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट ट्रस्ट का
Right.
यूनिट्स खरीद लिया तो आपको उसमें से पैसा आ रहा है. आपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स खरीद लिया तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स की जब वैल्यू बढ़ जाएगी तो उसको रिडीम करने से पैसा आ सकता है.
Right.
बॉन्ड्स हैं, कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड्स से आप पैसा बना सकते हैं, विच इज एफडी बट गिवन बाय बिगर कंपनीज.
Company है, corporate
कॉर्पोरेट्स की तरफ से हो जाएगा.
Right.
तो ये जो है ये सारी इनकम स्ट्रीम्स है, बट दीज आर फाइनेंस बेस्ड. इसके लिए आपको कैपिटल चाहिए. पर जो पहला है जो आपका स्किल बेस्ड है उसके लिए आपको कैपिटल नहीं चाहिए, उसके लिए आपको स्किल चाहिए.
Skill चाहिए.
सो दैट कैन बी अर्नड इवन बाय 23-year-old. बट दिस कैन बी ओनली अर्नड व्हेन यू हैव some substantial
We
capital.
have some corpus.
जी.
Actually, I've heard this term passive income from youngsters a lot.
जी.
That I want to create my passive income and I want to retire early.
जी.
Now this dream looks very good when somebody says that I want to retire at 30. Right? But for somebody who's starting at 25, is it possible for him to retire at 30?
Absolutely. 25 वाला 30 तो शायद नहीं, but maybe 35.
35, yeah.
See, anybody who starts thinking of financial independence today, they can become financial independent in 10 years. I can't guarantee 5 years, but I can say with very high probability they can become financial independent in 10 years.
In 10 years.
देखिए हर जन की सिचुएशन अलग होगी.
जी.
अगर किसी के ऊपर उधार है तो उसको फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंट होने को थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा. थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. पर किसी पे उधार नहीं है तो उसको थोड़ा कम टाइम लगेगा. किसी के पास सेविंग्स ऑलरेडी हैं तो उसको और कम टाइम लगेगा. किसी के पास कुछ लेगेसी कैपिटल है, मतलब पापा ने कुछ दिया है, घर है, कुछ भी है, फैमिली का कोई इनकम है, आज खर्चे नहीं हो रहे. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माय जॉब आई हैड जीरो एक्सपेंसेस बिकॉज मैं बॉम्बे रहता था. मेरे पेरेंट्स का घर था, वहीं खाता पीता था. तो मेरा खर्चा क्या था, सिर्फ ऑफिस जाना आना और थोड़ा जो रैंडम एक्सपेंस होते थे. तो मेरे पास बहुत बड़ा पैसा बच गया. तो वो मेरा एज था.
राइट.
ठीक है. तो आपके पास कोई एज है, कोई ऐसी चीज है जो आपको दुनिया से आगे या पीछे करती है, मतलब सॉरी आगे करती है. पीछे करने वाली चीजें उधार होती है. मेजरली उधार होता है कि अगर आपने उधार ले लिया है, क्रेडिट कार्ड हो गया, होम लोन हो गया, कार लोन हो गया, आईफोन का लोन हो गया, कोल्ड प्ले के कॉन्सर्ट का लोन हो गया, शादी का लोन हो गया. आजकल हर चीज के लिए लोन हो जाता है जी.
बिल्कुल.
तो आपने लोन ले लिया तो आप ऑलरेडी स्टार्टिंग लाइन से पीछे आ चुके हो. अब आपको पहले तो स्टार्टिंग लाइन पे आना है, फिर वहां से चालू करना है. तो बट इफ समबडी प्लान्स immaculately, बहुत अच्छे से प्लान करेगा तो starting any point of life you can become financially independent in 10 years.
In 10 years.
It is just that you need to rework and re-engineer. देखिए हमारे ना एक टर्म होता है रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग. रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग क्या होता है कि आउटकम पहले तय हो जाता है, फिर उसके हिसाब से आप अपनी जर्नी तय करते हो. जैसे आजकल बोला जाता है डिजाइन थिंकिंग. सो इफ यू हैव द केपेबिलिटी ऑफ डिजाइन थिंकिंग विच इज डिजाइनिंग योर लाइफ, डिजाइनिंग योर गोल्स, टू से कि आज मुझे क्या करना है, अगले साल क्या करना है, उसके अगले साल क्या करना है, इट इज वेरी इजी टू डू गेट फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट.
You also mentioned about REITs. That REIT is also a good option. Instead of investing into a big amount in real estate, you can go for small ticket which is through REIT. But is it paying good results? Returns over years? Yeah, direct buying a property makes more sense. This is also a question which many times comes to our mind. That should I invest in REIT or should I buy a real estate which is giving me a direct rental income?
देखिए इट इज अ मैटर ऑफ चॉइस. फर्स्ट इज अगर आपको रियल एस्टेट खरीदना है देन यू नीड लार्ज कैपिटल.
Large capital, yes.
ठीक है. यू कांट डू विदाउट लार्ज कैपिटल. अभी आपके साथ आ रहा था तो आपने बोला इतने मिलियन उतने मिलियन उतने मिलियन, तो आपको तो उतना तो चाहिए पैसा.
मेरा बिजनेस है, मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा.
हाँ डेफिनेटली. मतलब दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. टू इफ यू रियली वांट टू मेक दैट काइंड ऑफ इनकम,
जी,
यू नीड टू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ कैपिटल. सेकंड इज फिजिकल एस्टेट. अगर आप लेते हैं और आपके पास कैपिटल भी है तो डू यू हैव द केपेबिलिटी टू गेट इट ऑन रेंट एवरी टाइम? Do you have the capability to scout good tenants?
Yeah.
And if not, then are you well connected to the broker markets in the country कि भाई आपको आपकी जगह एक मिनट भी खाली ना जाए. ठीक है. तो ये भी एक स्ट्रेस रहता है.
Right.
एंड थर्ड इज ऑब्वियसली एग्जिट के टाइम पे आपको इजी एग्जिट नहीं होता बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली रियल एस्टेट टाइम लगता है.
बायर ढूंढना पड़ता है.
इट्स एन लिक्विड एसेट, इट्स नॉट लिस्टेड. But REITs give you this capability कि they fragment this space of let's say 1,000 square feet into 1,000 units. तो आप एक यूनिट खरीद सकते हो. ठीक है. तो उससे क्या होता है, एक तो कम कैपिटल में आप आ जाते हो. सेकंड आपका रिटर्न्स जो है वो प्रोपोर्शनेट हो जाता है बिकॉज जगह का रेंटल आ रहा है. तीसरा एक प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट कंपनी होती है जो बीच में मैनेज करती है चीज़ों को. इट मेक्स श्योर कि द ऑक्यूपेंसी इज अबव 90%, 80% सो दैट डिविडेंड इज गिवन टू ऑल द REIT होल्डर्स. और उसके बाद जो है एग्जिट ईजी है क्योंकि आपने बटन दबाया तो यूनिट आपका बिक जाएगा. तो दिस इज द ईज पार्ट ऑफ इट. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कैपिटल अप्रिसिएशन आपको ज्यादा बेनिफिट मिलता है जब आप फिजिकली खरीदोगे. उसमें आपको ज्यादा बेनिफिट मिलने वाला है बिकॉज देन you have control over the asset also. So this is a very difficult choice, but you have to make it as per your conditions. So for example, In India, I don't go for physical real estate because India में physical real estate manage करना is very very tedious.
I agree.
ठीक है, especially with commercial properties. आपके rentals अगर एक आधा महीना 2 महीना भी खाली छूट गया तो maintenance cost kills you very badly.
Yeah.
And उसके अलावा then you have issues with tenants. Sometimes you know they will take you for a ride और वो सब होगा.
And court and
हाँ, फिर वो आपको पता है कि इंडिया में रिस्पाइट इतना जल्दी मिलता नहीं है, इतना मिलता नहीं है. एंड देन लिक्विडिटी रहती है, कैश चेक रहता है, बहुत सारी चीजें रहती है विच बिकम मेक्स द ट्रांजैक्शन वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट इन इंडिया. सो आई वुड प्रेफर टू गो ऑन REIT. दुबई में भी इट्स अ वेरी ट्रांसपेरेंट मार्केट. इट हैज गुड बेटर यील्ड्स. इट इज वेरी लिक्विड ऑल्सो. The movement is pretty quick here. The ecosystem is very strong. The legality is very strong, and people can look at. I would look at
also because people from all over the globe they come to Dubai.
Yes.
The legal system is very robust
Yes.
here. The tenancy and landlord, both rights are defined very clearly here. I agree with you on the India and other places, but let me come back on the REIT and actual physical asset. REIT is completely a passive income stream.
Yep.
But if you buy a real estate, it's not completely passive income.
थोड़ा मेहनत करना पड़ता है.
आपको tenant ढूंढना है. You'll have to find a tenant. You'll have to find a broker. You'll have to do a little bit of maintenance and all of it. So which I understand that's slightly
Yes.
more active management.
Yes.
And REIT does not need any management.
Any active management. Yes.
There's one thing which I want to understand from you. That what are the misconceptions when we talk about word passive income people carry with them?
देखिए, पैसिव इनकम दे फील दैट दे विल बी एबल टू जनरेट पैसिव इनकम वेरी सून, विच इज नॉट द केस. यू हैव टू बिल्ड फर्स्ट, देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू जनरेट पैसिव इनकम. द ओनली वे यू कैन जनरेट पैसिव इनकम फास्ट इज बाय स्किल्स. क्या कोई स्किल ऐसी हो जो आपको पैसिव इनकम दे. सी इवन आर्टिस्ट्स दे गेट रॉयल्टी, बट दे गेट रॉयल्टी इफ देयर सॉन्ग इज हिट.
Absolutely.
And their song is hit after they have practiced for 10, 15, 20 years.
Yes.
Then they become like a superstar and their songs sell and they get royalties. तो आपकी पैसिव इनकम आने में टाइम लगता है. तो डोंट गेट डेस्परेट फॉर पैसिव इनकम कि नहीं आई वांट टू स्टार्ट इट टुडे. दैट्स द थिंग. बिल्ड टिल द टाइम यू रियली डोंट रिक्वायर पैसिव इनकम. इट्स बेटर टू ग्रो योर कैपिटल देन टू टेक योर कैपिटल आउट. मैं सबको ये बोलता हूँ, इवन बिजनेसमैन को बोलता हूँ, प्लीज डोंट साइफन कैपिटल फ्रॉम योर बिजनेस. अपने घर में चोरी मत करो, ठीक है. आराम से बिजनेस बनाओ, अच्छे से बिजनेस बनाओ, बिकॉज द काइंड ऑफ री इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड रिटर्न्स यू कैन मेक इन योर ओन बिजनेस और ऑन योर ओन सेल्फ इज फार बेटर देन एनी अदर एसेट क्लास इन दिस वर्ल्ड.
Absolutely.
बाइंग इक्विटी, बाइंग एनीथिंग, उससे ज्यादा अच्छा है कि आप अपने बिजनेस में अपने आप के ऊपर निवेश करो, सो दैट you can generate better returns for yourself.
I also heard you saying in one of your podcasts that you don't expect your kid to start giving a return in 3 years or 6 years.
Yes.
You also give him 20 years, 25 years
Yes.
To start generating.
Yes. There you are ready to put 18, 20 years.
And the same thing you should also expect from your investments.
Absolutely.
You're doing something. Right?
Absolutely.
But that kind of patience, how many people have is a big question.
See, people don't have patience because they are not financially well planned. Patience is very, very easy to get. If you understand that all your buckets are full. So the moment all your buckets are full, be it of your emergency fund or be it of your insurances, then that very moment you become easy on your capital. You understand कि ये capital का मेरे को requirement नहीं है.
Right.
So if you don't require a particular capital for 20 years, 30 years, I look at it every day.
But जैसे there are many rich people who have a lot of capital with them. वो immediately invest करते हैं और next day से उनका passive income आना शुरू हो गया. So a lot of youngsters, when they look at them, उनकी expectation भी is that okay, I should start getting return from tomorrow. But as you said, that हर एक का start point या line जो है वो different है. For somebody who's starting from here, who already has a family legacy, उसको तो एक दिन भी नहीं लगेगा अपनी passive income बनाने में. But somebody who's starting from with some I mean debts on them, who will take first of all to clear the debts and then start the passive income.
Absolutely.
But that understanding for people, I think I'm sure that you're helping a lot of people. Do you get these questions from your students also all the time that I want passive income very quickly?
देखिए बिल्कुल होता है, because everybody is fascinated by passive income.
Yeah.
Because they don't know, they are not loving what they're doing. Somebody's in a job, they're stuck, they're listening to their boss, they have to go to office every day. It's a struggle for them. So they are chasing the easy way out. कि चलो ठीक है, क्या हो सकता है सर, ये ऐसा है तो मैं पैसिव इनकम जनरेट हो जाएगी, मेरी इतनी हो जाएगी, मेरा इतना ही खर्चा है. सी, आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि आपको पहले अपना कॉर्पस बिल्ड करना है. एंड दैट कॉर्पस हैज़ टू बी साइजेबल. इट हैज़ टू बी इनफ टू टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल योर गोल्स ऑफ लाइफ. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि अचानक से आपने अपने अकाउंट में 10 लाख देख लिया, 20 लाख देख लिया एंड यू से अरे वाह यार ये तो बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट हो गया. इट इज़ बिग एज कम्पेयर टू वेयर यू वर फ्यू ईयर्स बैक. obviously, but it is not big enough to take care of your entire life.
Right.
So you have to have that reasonably strong corpus to say कि मैं अपनी जिंदगी निकाल सकूं. So people do come with unreal expectations, and that's where we come into play and say कि भाई ये absolute unreal expectation है. तो जब वो मुझे बोलते सर आपने तो अचीव कर लिया, मतलब मेरी एज देखो, आपकी एज देखो, you're 25, 41, right? I achieved it 2 years back, like at 39, and that also because I had a glorious corporate career. मतलब I did very well in my corporate career. तो इसीलिए मैं वो कर पाया. अगर मेरा corporate career इतना अच्छा नहीं होता, तो I wouldn't have been able to become financially independent at 39. Maybe I would have become independent at 49, but not at 39.
You answered a lot of things, but I'm just relating something here. Is that I went to corporate for very, very long, and I'm sure a lot of people come to you for passive income learning. That how do I make passive income? It's a time when they have some crack in their life, maybe loss of a job, maybe a big business loss, or business failure, or some failure in startup, or something like that. That's the point when people start thinking. For 25 years, I never thought of passive income. I'm admitting in front of you. For 25 years, because I never thought that, one, I'll quit the job. Second, I never thought that this money will stop coming. I thought every month there are millions which are coming to my account, so they'll always keep coming. Did not realize that it can stop also someday.
Yes.
The realization happened when it stopped, right? So, but I think I heard you earlier as well many a times. But the realization has to happen before the crack comes to your life. Now, this is something which most of people like me also we don't realize. We only realize when the crack has already happened.
See, we call it the reversal. Life will give you many reversals. It would be on your personal front, on your economic front, in terms of your financials. It could be on your health. It could be on anything.
Yeah.
And that's the time when you realize कि अरे यार मेरे को पहले कर लेना चाहिए था. But becoming financially independent and becoming financially disciplined is not very difficult. The only thing, as you said, कि जब तक आप काम कर रहे हो तो आपको लगता है कि मेरे साथ कुछ गलत होगा नहीं.
हाँ.
And only when जब गलत हो जाता है तो लगता है यार ये भी हो सकता था. It's like somebody who is driving a car without a seat belt because उसको लगता है यार मेरा थोड़ी एक्सीडेंट हो गया यार, मैं तो बहुत अच्छी चलाता हूँ गाड़ी, पर कोई और नहीं चला रहा ना. आप सिर्फ अपनी गाड़ी रोड पे चला रहे हो जहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, तो आपके लिए कोई और अगर आके मार गया तो उसमें आपकी गलती नहीं थी, बट जाओगे तो आप ही अगर आपने बेल्ट नहीं पहनी.
सीट बेल्ट तो पहनी जरूरी है.
सीट बेल्ट पहनना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड द मोमेंट यू स्टार्ट वेयरिंग सीट बेल्ट you become more confident. Then you can drive faster. The same car which you were not very confident of driving at, let's say 60, you can now drive at 100.
Absolutely.
Because you have a seatbelt in place. You know that if something goes wrong, yes, there will be a minor accident, but I may not die because I'm wearing a seatbelt. So I think that is very, very important, is to, देखिए, rich people जो होते हैं, वो ना बहुत अलग तरीके से सोचते हैं. एक बार क्या हुआ, मेरा एक स्टूडेंट आके बोला, सर आप बोलते हो क्रिप्टो में बहुत पैसा मत डालो, इस आदमी ने तो $5 million डाला है. मतलब वेरी गुड. उसकी टोटल नेटवर्थ कितनी है? तो उससे बोला 100 million. मतलब देखो उसने भी 5%
डाला है.
अब वो $5 million आपके लिए बड़ा है, उसके लिए छोटा है.
बिल्कुल.
क्योंकि उसकी टोटल नेटवर्थ का वो 5% है. ठीक है, अंबानी जी ने $2 billion का घर बना लिया, और बाप रे इतना महंगा, पर उनकी नेटवर्थ का तो वो 1.5% है.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है, उन्होंने 5,000 करोड़ की शादी कर ली, तुम तो उधार लेके करते हो. ठीक है, यू टेक लोन टू गेट मैरिड, ही इज नॉट टेकिंग एनी लोन, दैट्स हिज कैश इन बैंक.
Absolutely.
So everything is relative in life. So whenever you are planning, just make that proportions of things very right. अब जैसे अगर कोई बहुत बड़ा बॉडी बिल्डर है, ठीक है, तो उसका खाने के proportion में you will get more of proteins, ठीक है,
Right.
less of carbohydrates, ठीक है, तो उसका एक proportion होगा मील का.
उसका अपना मील
प्लान है because his objective is different.
Yeah.
ठीक है, अब बोले नहीं यार ये खली तो 8 अंडे खाता है दिन के, मेरे को भी खाने चाहिए. अरे यार आप कर रहे हो, वर्जिश कर रहे हो, या इज इट योर डिजायर, इज योर बॉडी दैट वे इज फ्रेम्ड, इज योर प्रोफेशन द सेम एज हिज प्रोफेशन? तो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई योर ऑब्जेक्टिव, देन यू हैव टू फर्स्ट कवर योर रिस्क्स. स्टेप 1 इज ऑलवेज रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. कि अगर मेरे साथ कुछ गलत हो जाएगा तो मैं प्रोटेक्टेड होना चाहिए. गलत होगा, बिल्कुल होगा, कभी भी होगा, हम प्रे करते नहीं हो पर होगा. ठीक है. सेकेंड स्टेप इज देन यू प्रोटेक्ट योर कैपिटल. पहले अपने कैपिटल को प्रोटेक्ट करना सीखो. ठीक है, और उसके बाद आप कैपिटल को ग्रो करना सीखो, विच इज वाया इन्वेस्टिंग. तो आप धीरे धीरे इन्वेस्ट करना सीखो. और जैसे मैं कहता हूं कि आपको अगर खेलना भी है, मतलब इफ यू वांट टू डू दोज थिंग्स व्हिच आर like crypto, FNO, this, that, things which are more risky, do it with a very small proportion of your capital.
And they're very attractive also.
And they're attractive. It's like going to casino. Casino जाना मजा बहुत आता है. But you can't win against the house. It's almost difficult.
पैसे दे के आओगे.
पैसे आप दे के आओगे. तो might as well give that much only which you can afford.
Afford to give. Yeah.
Like I used to stay in Sri Lanka. वहाँ बहुत casinos हैं. तो मैं जाता था 2,000 रुपए लेके जाता था. 2,000 rupees, Sri Lankan rupees. Wallet घर पे छोड़ के जाता था. अब जैसे ये 2,000 खत्म होंगे मैं casino छोड़ के निकल जाऊंगा. Because I knew that was my fun capital.
Yeah.
It was just for fun.
Right.
Evening है, Saturday का evening है, गए, had a good time. They serve you free lunch, free dinner and all that things. अब जाओ देखो मस्ती करो आ जाओ 2,000 रुपए चल. It's like having a dinner.
Yeah.
So you should be very clear that risk has to be taken from a very small portion of your capital. The problem is people start taking risk from majority of their capital, and the even bigger problem is people start taking risk by borrowed capital.
Borrowed capital.
That's like homicide, not suicide. It's like homicide, killing your entire family.
Yeah, I know.
आप अपने आप का murder नहीं कर रहे हो, मतलब you're not committing a suicide, you're committing a homicide because you're killing your family. One step goes wrong and see what happens after that.
So Sanjay, what is the advice for youngsters? That where should they start from, the investing, and how, and what should be the quantum? I mean, what should be the percentage of their total income, and which they should be saving every month or every quarter or whatever. So how do you break it down stepwise?
See, first is investment को अपनी habit बना लीजिए. Make it your habit. People are not habitual to make investments. So even if you can start with 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, start investing.
Right.
Start writing that check which goes out of your bank every month. Make it a habit. It's only about building a habit. Second, you should always aim for a 20% savings rate.
Okay.
Try that आपका 20% का saving rate तो हो ही हो. ठीक है?
टैक्स निकलने के बाद.
हाँ मतलब net of income.
तो यहाँ पे टैक्स नहीं देते.
यहाँ टैक्स नहीं है तो यहाँ better कर सकते हो. And that's why people come to Dubai because they want to build better capital, right? So make your savings rate 20%. And as you grow in life, as your income grows, you make the savings rate from 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, as much as possible. Third, don't let your lifestyle inflation or lifestyle increase be greater than your salary increase. मेरी एक friend थी, she in pre-COVID was making 1.5 lakhs a month. And she was saving 20,000 rupees. Today, she makes 4.5 lakhs a month. And she is saving 20,000 rupees.
Because lifestyle
expenses. But now your income has gone up by a very significant number. So at least your savings should also go up by a very significant number.
Right.
So ये चीज़ें जो basics हैं उनको आप करिए. And once you know you have a good savings rate, then obviously you can have a good investment rate. Then learn to invest. Take risks. I'm not saying don't take risks, but take risks with a very small portion of your capital. Maybe 5%, 10%. So even if you lose that capital, it doesn't hurt you a lot. So this is it. And कभी भी आपके ट्रेडिंग के लॉस को ट्रेडिंग के प्रॉफिट से कवर करने की कोशिश मत करना. मतलब the loss which you make from risky investments cannot be covered from the profit of risky investments. It's a global rule.
I think ये आप मेरी तरफ पॉइंट करके
नहीं मैं सबकी तरफ ही बोल रहा हूँ. Because see, I have seen these case studies multiple times.
So Sanjay, there are, what I understand, from my little understanding I have, that when it comes to saving or investing, so there are a few things. One is stock market, which is stocks through SIPs or mutual fund or direct equity. And then there's real estate, which is slightly bigger investment, but people in our community, the Indians, we have fascination for real estate. And then nowadays, another big thing is startups and business investment. Like I want to invest in some business where I'm not actively involved, but I get my share, right, by investing in a startup. When the startup is sold at a X price, I'll get my money multiplied. And the fourth, the most risky one is crypto, right? So these are the four things which come to my mind for investing. So how safe and how should we juggle with these four investments? The stock market, the real estate, and the crypto, and the startup or business space.
Perfect. 70 to 80% of your capital should be in safe investments. When I say safe, I'm not saying debt. I'm saying safe means blue chip companies, bigger companies, large cap companies, high growth companies, but good listed companies. Asset class which is well known across the world is equity. Now, if you have longer duration to invest, you can invest in a bit of upcoming companies which are listed.
Right.
Okay, जैसे इंडिया में you have the top 100 companies are called large cap companies.
Yes.
The next 150 companies are called mid cap companies.
Mid-cap, yeah.
And the next set of companies are called small cap companies. So you can invest in mid cap companies. You can invest in the first 250 companies of small cap companies also.
Okay.
So that depends upon your risk taking capability, and that depends upon the duration of your investment. If you have a longer duration investment, you can invest in a bit of risky asset class in equities also. Okay. However, only 10 to 20% of your capital should be allocated to whatever else you said.
Okay.
It could be crypto. It could be startup investing, because startup investing is it's just sexy on the face. It's very difficult to make money out of that, because 9 out of 10 startups are going to die.
Yeah.
You make money only when you realize which one is going to survive and you invest again in that. That's how you make money in these companies. But very difficult to make money out of startup, very illiquid asset. I would rather suggest, in this case, if you want to participate in a high risk asset, don't go directly shopping for startups.
Right.
It's better to invest in AIFs, alternative investment funds. So these funds are a minimum investment of 1 crore. And there you have multiple strategies of investment. Like there would be one AIF which would be talking about investing in startups. Now what you have done is you have given money to a fund manager who understands startups, and he's going to make investments on behalf of you.
Right.
He'll also make losses. Aisa nahi hai, he's not God. But then you know that you are not taking that bet. Because it's mutual funds. We don't take direct bets. We take through mutual funds. Because mutual funds, there is a manager.
We pay a very small price.
Yeah,
for
50
that.
paisa, 1%, no problem. We are ready to pay that, because that's not my primary job.
Okay.
It's like me finding real estate. I would take your help. And obviously whatever is your fees, you'll get, because I don't have the time and capability to find the right real estate for me.
Let's talk about that first.
So I'll close the AIF matter. So AIF could be any strategy. It could be investing in startups. It could be investing in public markets. It could be also investing in companies which are right now distress assets. So there are AIFs which invests in distress assets. They turn around and they make profit out of that, and you get a share out of that.
Absolutely.
So these are the kind of asset classes where you can invest. Obviously, real estate, you can invest in commercial, you can invest in residential, but you should know the purpose of your investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very important. मैं घर खरीद रहा हूँ, ये घर मेरा investment है, ये word नहीं बोल सकते आप. When you are buying a home, it's a home. Please don't factor it for investment, because home is a replacement asset. I'll give you an example. If a young couple today, got married, and they just got married, they would buy a 2-bedroom hall kitchen. Let's say their family expands after a few years. They have 2 kids now. They want to move to a 3-bedroom hall kitchen.
Right.
So what they will do, they'll sell this 2-bedroom and buy a 3-bedroom. So it is a replacement asset. They will never sell an apartment and say, अब मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा. वो एक नया apartment खरीदेंगे. तो that 2-bedroom hall kitchen का value has gone up. But you will sell it and buy a 3-bedroom hall kitchen जिसका value has also gone up.
बिल्कुल.
So real estate for consumption is never an investment. Take it, never an investment. Please don't factor it that way. Now comes real estate as an investment. So real estate as an investment, like any other investment, you need 2 things from it. Either it should generate enough cash flow, or it should give you growth, or it should be a combination of both.
Right.
Simple. It's like buying a share and taking dividends from it, and the value of the share keeps on going up. Okay?
When people come to buy property in Dubai, my first question is always, what is your intent? Why do you want to buy property? And 99% cases, the answer is that because my cousin has bought a property, or my uncle has bought a property, my friend has bought a property, that's why I'm buying. So I tell them don't do it. Because if you are following a trend, you will make a loss. If you have a reason, then it makes a lot of sense. So I am completely...
So this is FOMO. This is fear of missing out. अरे मेरे बगल वाले ने खरीद लिया.
चाचा के लड़के ने ले लिया, मामा के लड़के ने ले लिया.
Now it's my turn. No, नहीं तो I will not fit into that club when they talk to each other. So, but it may not suit your profile. Like my family, my extended family, they own real estate. I have 0 real estate in my portfolio. But when we talk, it's like I'm very clear on why I don't have real estate in my portfolio, and they are reasonably clear on why they have real estate in their portfolio. So, ठीक है, everybody to its own. See, investment is like food. You may like something, I may not like something, right? Till the time we are getting nutrition, till the time our stomachs are full, and till the time we are healthy, I think it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So this is how I think you should put your basket through.
What's your take on crypto and Bitcoin? This investment.
See, I think it's an asset class which has got its recognition. To give you a perspective, Bitcoin today is the 6th largest asset in the world. number 1 is gold, number 2 is Nvidia. In that list, Bitcoin stands at number 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
So आप ऐसा तो है नहीं कि this asset can be overlooked. ठीक है? तो and in last 10 years, Bitcoin SIP has given a return of 76% annualized, which is humongous. So my take to everyone is that if you really want to invest in crypto, build a portfolio in crypto, which is not of shitty assets, not meme coins, not anything. Pick up the top 5, 10, 15 coins which have large market cap, which have some project, right? Which have some, there is a reason of existence of that particular Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana, and then make a basket and do maybe SIP on that. So what happens is you're buying expensive, you're buying cheap. You're buying expensive, you're buying cheap. And in long run, volatility is your friend. Volatility is actually your friend. The moment it becomes more volatile, there is more chance of you making money. Because then you buy at top, you buy at bottom. You buy at top, you're buying at bottom. So don't fear volatility. Yeah. Only problem is then again you will go and let's say you are putting 50,000 rupees SIP today and you'll pick up the entire 50,000 and put it in Bitcoin. That's not to be done.
Yeah.
Pick up 5,000 out of that, 10,000 out of that and put it here. It's okay.
Because people calculate 5,000 multiplied by 12 is 60,000 only. And in 10 years, I'll be 6 lakh only. So that looks like a small number. But if you factor the volatility plus the uptake will have in 10 years, 15
so
years.
as I said, in last 10 years, obviously crypto had a magnificent bull run. And it was not that over last 10 years, Bitcoin didn't correct. It has corrected multiple number of times in these last 10 years. It had come to a point where people would have realized, let's get out. But if somebody would have stuck, they would have multiplied their investment by 60 times. And the investment was not put on day one. Investors has been put in a staggered manner over the last 10 years. So power of compounding, power of disciplined investing outbeats any smart investor in this world. I always say fool with a plan will always make money.
So within stocks, the direct equity or mutual funds?
See, I don't do direct equity. The reason for that is very simple, that though I'm a CFA, I'm reasonably qualified, I understand finance, but I still don't do because it's not my permanent job. That's not my work. I'm not a research analyst.
You'll have to actively manage it.
And no, my point is, I don't know why I'll be buying. I don't know when I should sell, or else I'll have to keep on being involved in that stock. Not possible for me. So I don't take that headache. It's great. Mutual fund, passive, index, ETFs. They are made for people like us so that we can carry on with our standard work which we are doing, and these guys can carry on with theirs.
So what I've seen that most of the mutual funds, they don't perform more than the index funds. Is that correct? Or
in India, it's not the case. In India, still there are more than 40 to 50% mutual funds which are performing better than the index. I think that's the case in US. US probably very matured markets. So very matured markets, very difficult to find opportunities which are super multi-backers. And then the problem is, see, I'll give you a perspective here. Indian mutual fund AUM is approximately 0.9 trillion US dollars. That's like 900 billion US dollars. The same number in US is 31 trillion US dollars. That's like 32 times
more,
of 32 times, not 32%.
32 times,
of what Indian AUM is. So now just imagine so much money is lying with mutual funds in US or ETFs in US that it is very difficult for them to scatter it in smaller stocks. So what they do is they take larger bets in larger stocks.
Which will not grow.
Which will not grow at a rate of 40%, 50% per annum. But in
they'll
India,
keep growing.
They'll keep growing. Yeah, they will have a substantial growth. But that will be in the range of like 8%, 9%. Because
for them, 8-9% is good.
Very big number.
Yeah, for India, 8-9%
is nothing. Because FD you get 6.5. Some bank FDs you are getting 7.5%.
Absolutely.
So, but these opportunities stand in India. Today you have these smaller stocks which have capability of becoming big. These are small companies which have just got listed. See, Indian space is very big and it's going to become bigger because I'll give you a perspective. Presently in India, there are only 6,000 listed companies. And there are 63 million small and medium enterprises.
They all will grow someday.
They all will grow, and I'm saying even if 0.01% of them come in, we'll have another 2 more national stock exchange. So today the entire AUM, the market cap is around about 4 trillion US dollars. Indian market cap, the entire Indian markets. Just imagine another $8 trillion will be added only by the new entrants. And then you will have the existing ones grow. So this market is set to hit a very large number. It will take time, but this market is set to hit a very large number. And see, even our Prime Minister is speaking about 2047, Viksit Bharat. How will it become Viksit? The corporations have to become Viksit. And they become Viksit, we become Viksit by investing in them. So I think that is how we look at things.
But also, I understand that there's a huge potential with all these new companies coming into the listed space. A lot of them are getting delisted also. So
that lot is very less.
That lot is small.
Very less. It's like if you have a bucket of water, the tap is running at full speed and there is a very small hole.
Okay.
So the bucket will keep on filling.
So it's not a danger.
See, I'll tell you one thing, and I tell this to everyone. Don't dabble as an investor. Don't dabble into stocks which are not in the top 500, which we call as the Nifty 500. So you have 100 large cap, 150 mid cap, 250 small cap. Yeah. That's it. No need to go down below that.
Let them come up.
Let them come up. Yeah, let them come in that range.
Yeah, and
see, when I say top 500, then the 500th company has a market cap of $2 billion. So a $2 billion company is reasonably safe, has a business model, it is in the market for a long time.
Right.
So that means I have reasonable trust on them. So I would stay in that 500 companies. I don't want to go anywhere below those companies. Let's say if there is a good company which has entered into those 500 club, most welcome, I'll start investing in that.
We'll start investing.
So, kyun tension lena? Why to take risk of that levels? And again, if you want to take risk, take it with 10%. So put all your 90% money in top 500. 10% you put, okay, fine. If you feel that this company may do well tomorrow, but then have the patience to hold it. Then have the knowledge to evaluate it.
Right.
Okay. And then have the, as I said, patience to hold it when it falls 50%. Now I'll tell you, a very big investor, and very big portfolio, like very, very big portfolio, millions of dollars. And when the market fell down, I spoke to him. He had lost 35 to 40% of his portfolio in that last 6 months from September to March. So I said, what have you done? He said, no, I'm holding great stocks. They will all come up. They will be 4x in next 5 years. So do you have that kind of conviction on what you're holding? And that's why I tell people, don't go for direct stocks. Because it's very difficult to build conviction on them.
But this conviction only comes after 2-3 cycles.
Yeah.
Every
cycle makes you, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah. So the conviction does not come in the first place.
Yes.
Right? When you were telling me, I'll not get any conviction. But when I experience myself once, twice, thrice, 2-3 cycles, or maybe more than that, then people learn.
Absolutely.
But not many people have that.
Yes.
A lot of people lose the entire capital when they lose the conviction.
Yes, absolutely. And see, the worst part is, let's say they have invested 10,000. Now suddenly it's gone to 5,000. They will exit. So this is where I like Peter Lynch's statement, which he had mentioned in One Up on the Wall Street, where he said that we end up cutting our flowers too early and holding the weeds too long. So whenever we get a bit of profit, we'll immediately book it. But when there is a big loss, we end up holding it for a very, very long time. So that's the problem when you don't have knowledge, when you don't have conviction. Once you have knowledge and conviction, then these problems go away. My conviction is very simple. I don't have any conviction on any single stock. My conviction in long term, I'll make money. So that conviction helps me stay in the market even when the market is falling down.
And you're not dependent on only one stock to grow or degrow.
Absolutely. I'm betting on the top 500 companies of our country. And if they go wrong, then something is massively wrong with our country. And
not this country. Then
probably almost all the countries have some issue or the other.
Only
right?
then,
Only then you will have this problem. So when there was war recently, I started buying a lot of stock, mutual funds and ETFs. So a friend told me it's war. I said, yeah, perfect time to buy. He said, buy. See, I said, if the war ends, I'll make money. And if the war escalates and it's nuclear, I don't need money. So,
absolutely.
and this is the time when I can
what will you do with the money? Right?
Yeah, if they drop a nuke on you, what will you do with all this money? There's nothing left after that.
See, this happened during COVID also, right? I remember. And as we were talking earlier also, that a lot of people made it and a lot of people so a lot of people made it and a lot of people made a lot of losses also. During COVID, people thought the world has come to an end.
Yep.
Some people started withdrawing money. Some people started investing money. Because every time somebody was buying, somebody was selling. So people who bought or invested, they made a fortune.
Killing returns, yeah.
But some people who sold and exited, they made all the losses, right?
Yes.
So, and they could never enter the market again.
True.
They're still waiting for another
The right time.
another fall like that to happen.
Which we don't know.
Well, which should not happen also, right? I'm not saying that it should not even happen. But people are waiting for another fall like that. Only then will invest. I don't think that they'll get an opportunity to enter the market.
I'll tell you a very interesting story what happened. During COVID, one of my friend's uncle, one of the largest rice exporters from India, he actually stays in Dubai only. And he was not getting a ship to send his material. And the freights were through the roof. So what he did was, he booked an entire line. Because that was the only thing which was available immediately. So he would book few containers, but this time he didn't have that option because the waiting was too long. But there was an opportunity to book the entire charter. So he booked it. Now what he did was, he knew if this is my problem, this is everybody else's problem. So he called all the rice exporters.
Subleased. Yeah.
Okay, and he said, okay, fine, I have this container. I have this ship, and there are so many containers on this. This much I am doing. You do this, you do this, you do this. Okay, the market rate is, let's say, $2,800. I will give it to you at $2,200. Fine, done. From the very first shipment, he made a lot of money. And now his major business is to rent a ship and give it to his friends.
And shifted from rice to
ship. And see, that's how, वो कहते हैं ना आपदा में अवसर, that you get opportunities in this kind of adversities. So adversities actually create a lot of opportunities also for people who are seeking opportunities. Like I'll tell you, there was a guy in Noida and he was running a factory. Suddenly COVID entered and all factories are shut. So what he did, he started making those PPE kits and these hand sanitizers in his factory. And Zoom, he said, I have never made so much money in my original business, which I made here. So you have to spot opportunities. You have to be ready. You have to be ready to transform. You have to be ready to be agile.
Change
to
yourself.
Take. Yeah. Because you can't say, we are not trees, ना कि खड़े हो गए तो खड़े हो गए वहीं रहेंगे. हम पेड़ थोड़ी हैं. हमको तो बदलना पड़ेगा ना, समय के साथ बदलना पड़ेगा. Immediate, if there is a requirement to change yourself, you have to change.
Absolutely.
And then when you change, and you change it right, you make a lot of money.
So Sanjay, since we are sitting in Dubai, and welcome to Dubai, Habibi. We also wanted to understand from you, how do you see Dubai markets as an opportunity for global investors?
See, I think Dubai stands at a very strategic location and strategic advantage. The country is pretty open on its rules and regulations. It has massive opportunities. And sitting here, you can trade the world.
Yeah.
Right? You did not be restricted that I can't trade in India, I can't trade in US, I can't trade. Like in India, you can't go and trade in US. So there are restrictions when it comes to trading, sitting in India.
Stocks related, you think?
Especially, yeah. And like crypto in India, there is no clear direction. Yeah.
Legal framework is
so everybody's second guessing what is happening in crypto in India, right?
Absolutely.
We have to realize that asset classes will change. Will change over time. Hundreds of years back, the asset class was only gold. Then came real estate. Then came, stocks. Then came bonds. And things may change in future. You will get some more new asset classes.
Right.
So a system needs to be agile and adapt to all these things. And I think that agility is there in this country. They adapt pretty fast. And second thing I really like is that you have set legal frameworks. You follow those legal frameworks and do your work here. That's it. Opportunity obviously enhances because you have so many countries merging here. So the volume, the value of work is also huge. So that is what we love about this country.
So almost 180 countries, people come here. 180 nationalities, They call Dubai home.
Wow.
And as you said, 2/3 of the world, you can travel from Dubai in just 8 hours.
Yes.
And that makes trade easy.
Yes.
From Dubai to rest of the world.
Absolutely.
And that's what opportunities we are also seeing in Dubai.
Yes.
And I also am sure that since you are here for the last few days, a lot of Indians, they are making Dubai their home. And it is not only about taxation. That could be just 5% of the total reason. But a lot of people are moving here for lifestyle, for ease, simplicity in their mind. It's the complex complexities there, which you see in other countries is not here. It's very simple. The tax system is simple. Trade is simple. So anything, there is a government sites which are available for any and every transaction you want to do. So that is the reason why I feel many Indians are here. So do you see more Indians to invest in Dubai for any other reason, or these are the only reasons?
Obviously, these are major reasons. A lot of people are investing in Dubai also because their kids are studying abroad.
Yeah.
So that is also one
Absolutely,
reason
yes,
people
yes.
do
We've
invest
heard
in
people
Dubai.
talking about it.
Yes, and obviously safety, security, as you said, ease, a lot of things which contribute to the movement of people from other parts of the world. Not necessarily India. Obviously, Indians are also here, but not necessarily only India.
All over
the globe, people are trying to move here. And I think over next few years, you'll have another competition from Saudi, probably, because they are also opening their arms the way Dubai is. Abu Dhabi is also becoming a destination.
Dubai has the
Dubai has a charm.
First mover.
First and fast.
Yeah, first
I think
and
it's
fast.
not only first mover, it's a very fast mover also. It changes very quickly. It's very agile. It adapts new things. It is... And see, like, I'm a creator. Now, they have come up with a visa for a creator.
Yeah.
So they call it the Creators HQ. So they are saying you apply, and if you really can contribute to the growth of our country through your content, we will give you a golden visa for free. Like, something which is worth, 2 million dirham.
2 million dirham property, if you buy, you get a golden visa.
I can get that for free if I'm able to prove that I'll contribute to your country. So, that kind of things only... See, I'll tell you, countries are also like organizations. If you see organizations which become very successful, they become successful because they foster meritocracy.
Right.
Right? The moment you foster meritocracy, everybody wants to achieve more.
Right.
Because they know meritocracy will be rewarded in this company. I'll give you an example of Reed Hastings. He's the founder of Netflix.
Right.
And I was reading one of his HR presentations, and that's an epic presentation for any founder to read. And you have heard that people, especially founders, they say, my team is my family. Okay, they're like my family. They're like my family. He says, team is not a family. It's a pro sports team. Family cannot win a sports game.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are a sports team. You have to behave like a sports team. Right? And what does a sports team do? You don't build sports team based on whether he's from my family, he's not from my family, he's from my village, not from my village. You build a sports team based on pure meritocracy.
Yeah.
If you have to feature in the top 11 in our country as cricketers, you have to fight it out to reach that top 11. And you are competing with millions of people, who are practicing so much. So that is the level of meritocracy required. So I think this country fosters meritocracy. If you can contribute to us, we will contribute to you. That's the mindset which these guys have. And that is very essential for success of any company or any country.
Sanjay, you helped so many people, and I'm sure that you're still helping many more people. You have a huge fan following also. How does it feel when you make people worthy? I mean, they have money. They know it's their money. We're not giving money to them. You're telling them how to invest and how to save. So how does it feel to be that mentor to so many people?
I think it's a privilege and it is a blessing which God has given me, and it's a very big responsibility because we are talking about people's dreams here. We are talking about how people manage money. To be very, very cautious, very careful on how we suggest them, because any suggestion can actually, if not executed well, can backfire to them also. So we try that we give complete honesty in our views, and we take it as a responsibility given by the Almighty to us, so that we don't end up doing anything wrong to anyone. And apart from that, we understand that, and the love which we receive once we transform people's lives. And, I still remember that I was in an event, and this was a business event. And a lady comes up to me and says that I saw one of your videos on retail inventory management. So I consult a lot of small and medium enterprises.
Right.
And after watching that video, I had 15 lakh rupees worth of inventory in my shop, which was not selling for 90 days. And I sold it within 15 days. only after watching your video. And that video was hardly 8 to 10 minutes. So 8 to 10 minute video changed her life. And it was not only restricted to that 15 lakhs. Now, every time she buys inventory, she's able to churn it faster because she's understood how to buy inventory only by watching that 8 to 10 minutes. So I believe that we can create a lot of value, and it unlocks, and we don't even know wherever in this world it unlocks. Somebody sitting in Canada, I was amazed to see my second highest viewership is from Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, after India. And third is from UAE, Gulf region. Then I have US, Canada, so on and so forth. Obviously, India is my first viewership and largest viewership. But when I see Pakistan, so yeah, people maybe, and I get messages from people from Pakistan on my Instagram and saying, can you help us with our stock exchange? But I don't know anything about that, so it's not right for me to comment anything. And I don't, it's obviously we have an issue with them. But at the end of the day, you still see that they are, wanting to know, learn. And this is for everyone in this world. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे राजाओं की और राज्य की सीमाएं होती थी. There was a physical boundary to kings and kingdoms. But to people like us who who are educating, there's actually no boundary in this.
You're making difference in people's life.
We are trying to. I can't say that we will. Maybe we have, but we are trying our best. And I think world doesn't start or end at one Sanjay. We require a lot of Sanjays in this field. And we want, because finance, see, मैं लोगों को एक बात बोलता हूँ कि your parents will start with you your journey when you're born, and they will leave you somewhere in between. Your spouse is not there with you for the first, let's say 20-30 years of your life. Yeah. Then he or she joins you, and they may work, be with you for a longer time. So nobody has a complete cycle with you from life to death. Only one thing has a complete cycle with you, which is money.
Agreed.
So if money has a complete cycle with you, right from birth to death, I think you should have a better relation with money.
And beyond also.
Yeah, you should have a better relation with money.
With money.
So that's it. Let's try to improve our relationship with money.
I just wanted to share one small incident from my own life here. My mother, I asked her sometime back, it is a few days back maybe. I said, how much money do you have? So like any other Punjabi mother, she just pulled out her wallet. She had some 2,000, 3,000 rupees in it. She said, "Ye le le." I said, no, I'm not wanting that 2,000, 3,000. I'm generally asking you, how much money do you have? You're married for 50 years now, almost 50 years. So you should have some money to yourself. What have you earned in so many years? So she looked at me, and again, the same Punjabi answer that tu hi kamaya, jo hai tu hi hai sab. I said, if something happens to me tomorrow, then, hey, don't say like this. I said, forget it. Let's talk a little practical thing that you married for 50 years, and the family you were married in, I was talking about my grandfather, the family you were married in was very well off. Could you not save 500 rupees every month for yourself? So she said, that day 500, yes, we could, but then there were days when I could not save 100 rupees also a month. I said, forget it. But did you do it? The answer was a very apologetically, she said no. Right? I said, if you just had done that 500 rupees a month investment for 50 years, you know how much money you would have today?
Massive.
So she could not give. I said, give me a figure. She tried. She said, 50 lakh ho jante, 40 lakh ho jante. I said, no, you would have 7 crores in your bank account today. If you just invested, like we were talking about 11% or 12% per annum compounding, I said 500 rupees would have made 7 crores in your bank account today. Now that is a big number. But you mentioned a lady. So in India, I think, yes, we all need this financial learning. But the women need a lot of financial learning there. Most of them do not have their bank password also with them.
Yep.
Right? I remember the some people, right? I was managing a senior profile in bank. So there was some lady working with me and earning into millions, not just thousands or lakhs, millions every year. She did not have access to her bank account. The husband was controlling everything. Bank account password is with the husband. Who's managing the husband was not earning as much as this lady was earning. Husband was not even earning 50% of this lady's earning. But the financial management was with him. What car insurance? He will decide. Which car to buy? He will decide. where to open a bank account, which demat account, where to invest the money, how to borrow, how to lend, how to spend, how to invest. Everything was in somebody else's control, whereas you were earning. Now, this is something which India is facing. I will not say challenge, but maybe the culture is such that, like I am talking about my own mother. In her bank account, what is happening or whether she has money or not, she does not know. All she knows is that I have a husband and I have a son. They'll take care of me. But God forbid, something happens to me tomorrow. Right? So one is something happens to me. And then there are many cases where the kids have not taken care of their parents as well. In that case, I think not only youngsters, even this segment needs a lot of financial education.
Yes. I'll give you a very interesting figure. 1,96,000 crore rupees in India is lying unclaimed.
Unclaimed money.
Yeah, which could be in insurance, which could be in fixed deposits, PPF, EPF, all those assets. So, in Bhagavad Gita, they tell us that Bhagavad Gita teaches us two things. One is how to live, and second is how to leave.
Okay. Absolutely.
So similarly, you have to also know that how to leave. When you go, everything should be consolidated, one place, so that the moment you go, there is a very big issue in your family. They are not happy. They're very sad. At that time, don't give them one more problem to face.
Yeah. At least this problem.
Yeah, they have one problem they are already facing.
Yeah.
They are facing a loss of life.
Human life. Yeah.
And that's irreparable, irreversible. But at least don't give them the second pain of chasing, something which was supposed to be for them. So all our life we hide it from them. And all our life, we say that मैं कर किसके ले रहा हूँ, बच्चों के लिए कर रहा हूँ, मैं कर किसके लाऊँ, आपके ले रहा हूँ. And the day something happens to you, it's not easily available to them. I think that's very foolish. So everybody needs to have basic hygiene. It's like today in first standard, second standard, you do mathematics, and I think at that level we need to go and start teaching people about money. And Reserve Bank of India has done a very good initiative now that they have started a bank account for 10-year-olds. So this year my son he turned 11. So I have gifted him a bank account which is his own.
Wow.
100% his own. He has his own ATM card. He has his own banking password, ID, everything. So yeah, that's how we need to educate our kids and generations, and even maybe senior generations like our mothers and everyone. So basic things.
Your favorite SWP.
Yes.
I think for senior generation, maybe that SWP, how you explain, that really is what they need to learn. Right?
Yes.
So one of our family groups, one of my aunt, she sent a message saying, where should we invest money? And she was touching 70 years, I guess. I said, you should now learn how to spend money, not invest money. So for every generation, I think there is a different learning.
Yes.
But would you like to talk a little bit on SWP?
Yeah. See, what happened is, I knew about SWP for a very, very long time because I have been doing SWP. How I have been doing SWP, for example, if I have to get out of a certain mutual fund, I don't like that mutual fund. So I don't do an exit one shot. I start doing SWP.
Okay.
So I save on tax. That SWP becomes SIP for a new fund. So, that ways I was doing.
The same way you entered, the same way
I'm
you
exiting.
exiting also. Right?
Now what happened was, when I did that video with one of the companies and they podcast, and that clip got just viral. On my channel, it was more than 20 million.
We all loved it.
Yeah. More powerful than SIPs, SWP.
Yeah.
So I think it really worked well. And people came to know first time that SWP is an actual way of generating passive income. But SWP has been all around. What is PPF? The annuity. The word annuity is SWP. So, बस वो थोड़ा fancy हो गया तो अच्छा हो गया. Now what happened was I got a call from a lady who was around about 52 years old. She was divorced and she was doing very well in a corporate, and she wanted to retire after 3 years. And she said, my kid is being taken care by my ex-husband, so that's not a problem. And after 3 years, I don't want to work for a day. I have zero savings. I have nothing. I have 2 houses. One I'm staying in and one I have somewhere else. Now I want this much money all my life. And every year I should be able to increase it with this much amount. Now what we did was we completely planned it for her. And that second house got sold.
Okay.
And now that entire bucket has been created to generate systematic withdrawal plan, which is a passive income for her starting after 3 years.
Wow.
So the entire thing has been packaged in a way where she can make, and she will never run out of money. Is from basic calculation of ours. She's 55. She'll turn 55 when she starts withdrawing money. We have planned till 85, and still there is money left. And that's only and see that apartment which we asked her to sell. That apartment was worth 2 crore rupees, and a rental from that property was 12,000 rupees. So now, with our planning, she will be able to make round about 1.2 lakh rupees per month starting, and then every year it will keep on increasing. She does not need to bang the door of the tenant. She does not need to pay maintenance. Every month she decides which is the day she'll get that money. If she needs some extra money, she can withdraw from it. So that flexibility is only possible in mutual funds and equity, because it's a very liquid instrument. And liquidity, people don't realize, is very, very important in your old age. ठीक है, people think कि जितना ज़्यादा मेरे पास land होगा, gold होगा, उतना अच्छा है. नहीं. In later ages of your life, you should have liquid assets.
Liquid assets.
Highly liquid assets. Because anything can happen. Na? You are in the fag end of your life. Anything can happen at that time. So yeah, that's the management.
Thank you, Sanjay. And I think it'll help millions in their journey of investing. And investment is not only for youngsters. I think all ages, as we were discussing with Mr. Sanjay, investment at any age is important, and you should know the purpose why you're investing. And how to invest, you know where to reach. Mr. Sanjay Kathuria.
So if you have liked the episode, hit the like button.
Yeah.
If you want such episodes and such knowledgeable content to come out, subscribe to this channel and push the bell button so that you don't miss such episodes. A lot of content is around real estate, and this was the first time we spoke about investments. So this is why I am specially asking you to subscribe to this channel and share this video with minimum 5 friends of yours whom you think need investment guidance. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for watching it.